What's going on, guys? It's Evan here from Evan's Sports Corner, and I'm back with another stream here on the channel. Today, I'm going to be watching the Dallas Stars against the Carolina Hurricanes. Today, that's the situation. The Stars will be going up against the Hurricanes in a big matchup. The Stars are one game behind the Nashville Predators. Hello, Ethan. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you here today. Stars game. It's a very intense matchup tonight. The Stars and the Hurricanes have literally they just started. The Stars haven't been able to watch too many of their games this year because cable company, but it's good that I'm able to watch the game tonight. The Stars top line superstar rookie Jason Robertson, Joe Pavelski, my fantasy legend. Do we already have a penalty? Oh my gosh. Guys, the Stars literally 20 seconds into the game already are on the power play. What happened? Oh, he just stalled. Oh, he just interfered with Jamie Van. Okay, that makes sense. So let's go. Early power play for the Stars in this very important game. If the Stars win tonight, they can beat Nashville. And, obviously the Stars have a couple more games than Nashville, and they have games in hand because they've beaten them more, season series. That's good. But right now, the Stars are fighting for the last playoff spot in their division. The Hurricanes are pretty much set to make the playoffs, but with a win tonight against the Stars, they would clinch the playoffs officially. Although it's quite obvious that the Hurricanes are going to clinch the playoffs. Eventually, they're going to be in the playoffs, and also, there's a combination of if the Panthers do lose tonight, they will also make the playoffs. Power play this season. The Stars have one of the better power plays in the league. They're fifth in the NHL, so that's kind of nice. Did not know that. I don't really know much about Stars analytics other than fantasy hockey. I know Stars looking like high. Yes, they are looking like highlighters tonight with the uniforms that they're wearing. They are. Like the highlighters looks good. Looking good, Stars. Hopefully we can win in our highlighter unis. Because if we don't, then we gotta take every win we can get right now. So that's to happen. We gotta win every game that we can get. Right now the power play, chance in front! Stop by Reimer! Wait. Scores! They scored! We scored! Let's go! Let's go! And who else? Jason Robertson. Let's go. Give me those fantasy points. Let's go. Hey, guys, I don't care. And also, they say Pavelski might get the goal. If Pavelski gets the goal, either way, I get fantasy points because Joe Pavelski is also on my fantasy team. Either way, I'm getting my points. I'm getting my points. I'm getting a lot of points for this. That's beautiful. Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful. So I think they're gonna give the goal to Pavelski. Woo! Woo! Thanks, Joe. Hey man, I'll take any combination. I just got a lot of points for that. I'm winning in my fantasy matchup very early because of Joe Pavelski. Good job, Joe. Yeah, who'd they give the goal to? Oh, okay. So Fantasy actually gave the goal to Pavelski. They updated that immediately, which is beautiful. The Stars up 1-0 early in the game. Joe Pavelski with his 21st goal of the season. Love to see it. And Jason Robertson got me a nice little assist. So that's kind of nice too. So look at the Stars. Early start to this game. I thought Jason Robertson scored it originally, but Joe Pavelski. Very clutch goal right there. The Stars trying to take it. I know. If you guys want to know what my fantasy team looks like, it's pretty solid. I got Connor Hellebuck, Calvin Peterson at goalie. My centers are Ryan Strome and Jordan Stahl. My wingers are Alex DeBrincat, Pavel Buchnevich, and then Robertson and Pavelski. And then my defensemen are Letang, Gerard, Doughty, and Burns. And pretty much the squad. And then the bench players, I got like Dylan Larkin, Carter Verhaeghe. Carter Verhaeghe was originally doing really good work for me, but got injured. Dylan Larkin's kind of been on my bench for a while. So, yeah, it's rough. Trade-off periods? Yeah, that would be clutch. That would be clutch. The Canucks are doing their thing. They're trying to... Can the Canucks still make the playoffs? I think they probably could, but they have to go on a pretty nice little run. Obviously, though, they have some games since they missed a lot of games to the pandemic. So, there's that. Hurricanes are a very good hockey team. They have a lot of great players. Sebastian Aho, Dougie Hamilton. Like Niederreiter's pretty solid. They got a lot of great players. Andrei Svechnikov. They got some good players. They got some really good players. And it was just about time before the Canes really broke free and become one of the top teams in the National Hockey League. So the Stars, I do want to know, the Stars are 2015 and 12. They've lost 12 games in overtime this season, which has kind of killed them. So, yeah. Yeah, that would help. Let's see, the Stars beat the Predators twice there. Lost there. Stars. The Stars versus Predators matchup. I just... Dougie Hamilton, nice start. Four and three, it says. But yeah, good to see the Stars up right now. They need all these wins that they can get. And if they can win tonight, that'd be big. Be huge for this team. They've lost to Nashville twice in shootout. And I just realized, guys, the first start's April 12th. Yo, you can't make this up. The Stars have lost to the Predators 3 times in shootout and 1 time in overtime. The Stars have lost to Nashville 4 times, all in overtime. So the Stars could have just scored 1 more goal or made 1 more penalty shot. They could be in there right now. Nashville has 7 games remaining. Dallas has 9, trying to make the playoffs. The Dallas Mavericks, my other favorite team that plays in the American Airlines Center, they are in an interesting situation as well. Stars have absolutely, because the Stars have more points than the Canucks, which makes sense. So the Stars, the Mavericks situation is they have the whole play-in tournament, and obviously you want to avoid the play-in tournament. You don't want to have to play in that. If the Stars had just won a couple overtime games, then they would be winning. 12 overtime losses is not good. I mean, my goodness, when the Stars get into the extra period, it's not good at all. It's really bad. So they actually have more shots on goal than us, but we have the goal off of the early power play opportunity, so that's nice. But yeah, we're just the Stars. I have their arguably their two best players for them this year, Pavelski and Robertson. I have them on my team, my fantasy team this year. I ended up I drafted Joe Pavelski, but I waiver wire picked up Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson is just a unit. He is a stud. I don't think I have any Canucks players on my team. Yeah, I don't have a single Canucks player on my team. I have a couple Rangers players on my team and a couple Florida players, a couple Kings players. They did. The Stars did manage to get the overtime win the other night. They did. That Jamie Benn got the big goal. They did. They did get the overtime win the other night. But 12 overtime losses on the year certainly shot them in the foot big time. Also, the Stars have gone through a lot this season with injuries. We've seen only have more bad. That's it. Yeah, the Stars, Tyler Sagan's injuries, Radulov and Bishop getting shut down for the entire season. So, obviously, those big. Stars have 12 overtime losses this year, and I'm looking at the rest of the NHL. Even the bottom teams, they're one of only two teams in the league who have more than 10, who have double-digit OT losses. The other team is the Blue Jackets. Going through, the Canadians are on there with 9. But they're close. Yeah, the Canucks right now are they have 41 points, but they've played like 5 or 6 games less than the rest of the league. So the Canucks right now. Oh, the Canucks are 1-1, so that's good for them. But let's see what's going on with the Canucks. I want to know some of their stats. The Canucks do have a bright future, though. If they can make, I don't know how good Braden Holtby's played. You'll have to tell me, but yeah. I hope I can get a mock draft out here for the NFL draft in a couple of days, tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm definitely most likely doing a draft stream. I'm going to try and do an NFL draft stream just like I did with the NBA. Guys, it's just really – the 49ers are so confusing. Are they going to go with Mac? Are they going to go with Kyle? Mac Jones? Are they going to go with Trey Lance? Are they going to go with Justin Fields? Like, they're just a very interesting team in a very interesting situation right now. So, we'll see what ends up happening. But right now, the Vancouver Canucks, looking at some of their statistics this season, they're 19-19-3. Brock Besser leads the team in points. Piers with 37. Most of the time, Elias Pettersson would be the one to lead the team in points, but Elias has had some injuries this year. Then there's goals. Brock Besser. Quinn Hughes, the defender, has the most assists on the team. There's JT Miller's up there. So the point leaders are the captain, Bo Horvat, Elias, Quinn Hughes, JT Miller, and Brock Besser. Those seems to be the leaders in points. And then, not exactly sure what's going on with the goaltending, but I'm assuming that Thatcher Demko and Braden Holtby are both pretty solid. Thatcher Demko is 12-13. Braden Holtby's 7-6. So that's interesting. So Braden Holtby's been a little more successful in terms of that. Save percentage. Both have pretty good save percentages though, Demko. Holtby was mediocre early in the season. He played fantastic. Okay, so good that the Holtby bargain is paying off here for the Canucks. I think that's going to be the main way that the Canucks are going to have to win with some of their injuries. They have the games in hand with the whole they have the games advantages over everybody with the whole outbreak. They're going to be able to play the games at the end of the season, so that's nice for them. But the thing with the Canucks right now is that they just need to get some good goaltending, and it seems like their goaltenders have some pretty solid numbers. And then with the forwards, I mean, you just gotta get healthier. That seems like what they have to do. The Stars, the Stars are just a very streaky team. And that's the thing with the Stars is there'll be a dangerous team to go up against in the postseason because of how boom or bust they are. Last season, I've seen it in postseasons where the Stars, all season, his record's poor defense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Demko. I bet he's been pretty good this year. The thing with the Stars is that, like I said, boom or bust team. We've seen in postseasons previously the Stars can sometimes go bust. Losing to St. Louis in Game 7 was kind of a bust and a very hard moment as a Stars fan because it was overtime. So there was that. And then there was last year where the Stars went completely boom. They boomed and they made it to the Stanley Cup. And sometimes just like I'd rather be a boom team or bust team than a team that's just bust. Or a team that has barely any postseason success. The Stars are a consistently interesting team in the postseason. They are. They are a very interesting team that you have to at least be a little bit afraid of, because if the Stars can figure out their offense and if they get their bunches where they score, and if they get into one of their hot streaks where they're scoring goals, they're a scary team. Because we all know the Stars can play good defense. Their goaltenders can be really good. Even with Bishop's injury, we all know Anton Khudobin can really have fantastic postseasons like last season. And then the rest of the team, that they have that new aspect, the new other option with Jason Robertson this year. Make the post. At least they do make. Yes, it is nice that the Stars make the postseason. It's very good as a fan to consistently see them in the postseason. And this season, it's very possible that they miss the postseason. Nashville, always a pain in the Stars' side. Usually they match up with the Predators in the postseason. Predators usually don't win, but the Predators are just a consistently annoying team. They're annoying. What can I say? They're just ugh. Of course, it had to be the Predators that would knock the Stars out of the playoffs this year. But we'll see what happens. The Stars hopefully can make the playoffs this season. It'll be cool to see Jason Robertson, what he can do in the postseason. Again, both of my favorite teams that play in the AAC are extremely scary for the postseason. The Stars just have a history of being boom or bust recently, and the Mavericks, it's always very scary to go up against a team in the postseason with a superstar. Yes, the Stars, absolutely. Last year, they went extremely boom last year. They were looking like they were going to be bust and they were going to get outplayed and couldn't score at all. And then they just turned it on out of nowhere. The Stars just turned on and they made their run to the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they did lose, but it was a fun ride. And certainly coming into the NHL bubble, the Stars were not one of the higher betting odds to make the postseason. First, it was Calgary. Stars weren't going to be able to score against Calgary. And then it was Colorado. Oh, McKinnon's going to destroy them. Stars handled Colorado the Stars were handling Colorado quite easily. They were up 3-1, I believe. But then we kind of went into some of our funks. And we almost blew that series. But Joel Kirivanta, game 7, really clutched up for the Stars. And it would have hurt to lose that series because the Stars lost to St. Louis in the second round. They lost to St. Louis in the second round in overtime a couple years ago. So I think the Stars, this is very overtime. They gotta be able to clutch up and win the overtime games, because if they don't, then they're gonna lose. The Stars make it interesting. I'm excited to see the Mavericks in the postseason, though. Hopefully they can keep the hold of the 6 seeds so they don't have to play in the annoying play-in tournament. Because if they do, they're a scary first-round opponent. You don't know what Luka Doncic can do in the postseason. The man is built different. He can do a lot of great things in the postseason. I'm scared. to see what that man can do in the postseason. The Stars 1-0 with the Hurricanes right now, looking very promising for a win, but we'll see what ends up happening. As for the status of my fantasy hockey team, very close game right now. I mean, it is day one. A lot of things can happen. I recommend playing fantasy sports. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. I've been playing fantasy sports for a few years now. Started off doing fantasy football, but this year I kind of branched out to not only doing fantasy football, but I also did fantasy hockey. That's been a lot of fun. And I also did fantasy baseball, which I'm currently doing. My team's pretty solid. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if I make the playoffs in there. Right now I'm 1-1. The win last week. My fantasy baseball team is very good because a lot of the people I'm in the league with are not baseball experts. I was able to get Nolan Arenado, Mookie Betts, Giancarlo Stanton, Will Smith, and the reigning AL MVP Jose Abreu on the same team, along with Brandon Lowe, Trevor Story, and Alex Bregman. And also pitching, I have Shane Bieber, Jack Flaherty, Josh Hader, Blake Snell, and Aroldis Chapman, and a couple other really good pitchers. My team is stacked, so hopefully I can make the playoffs there. Fantasy hockey. My fantasy hockey team, it was a tale of two stories with my fantasy hockey team. The boys on my team, we were 0-8. We were the worst team in the league. We set a record in the league. Yes, Ethan. Blades of Steel is crazy. His team is crazy good. He is undefeated, and he might easily win the championship. He might. But hopefully you can beat him. It'll be very difficult for me. My team 0-8, and then I went on a huge win streak. I'm currently on a 6-game win streak, and I'm hoping to win the consolation bracket. Because I obviously did make the playoffs. If you're 0-8, no matter how well your team plays down the stretch, you're probably not going to make the playoffs. And our league was extremely top-heavy. So, my friend's league, it was extremely top-heavy. Extremely top-heavy. A lot of great teams in this league. So, yeah. Hopefully Blades of Steel can be eliminated because I don't want an undefeated team to win the Stanley Cup of fantasy hockey. Stars 1-0 right now. Carolina continues to fire off shots on Ottinger. Ottinger is doing a great job. Stars are getting some little chances here and there. I'm not familiar with all the players on the Stars roster. I haven't watched that many games this season because of the whole blocking of games, which is extremely unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I don't know some of the players. I do know most of the players. I know Jason Robertson, of course, because he's a beast. But I don't know, Mark P. Syker, the guy, Mark, on the third or second line. I'll try to get myself familiar with the Dallas Stars lineup here right now because I need to know this. I need to know this stuff. Let's see. Tyler Seguin hasn't played. Jason Robertson. I've dropped and added a few players in fantasy baseball. They do it by a days, and you also in a division. Players scoring a lot. I mean, it is tough, but I can see some. Right now, my team is currently losing 9-0. We haven't scored any points, which really stinks. Who's playing today for my team? How do we have 0 points? Who's struggling? Oh, okay. So pretty much, Ethan, all of my players' points have evened out. Oh, wait, that's my opponent. It's some of my for example, Brandon Lowe and Tommy Edman both have -1, but then Ramon Laureano has 2. So it evens out at 0-0 at 0 points for me right now. So that stinks. But hopefully I can get going later. Hopefully some of my players who are currently playing, such as Alex Bregman will play later. Trevor Story, Tommy Edman can do some stuff. Nolan Arenado can get on the board. See what it got. But the Dallas Stars, I know Miro, Ben Bishop, Jake Ottinger, Andrew Cogliano, of course. A couple years ago, the year that we lost the Blues, Cogliano was really hitting it off in the postseason, really doing his thing, doing some good work. Kerry Vonta, of course, last year, the hero of last year. Steven Johns, I don't know. I haven't seen that guy in so long. See, this is where I don't know some of the players. Sammy Vatanen, don't really know much about him. Rhett Gardner. What pick did we? NHL 2021 NHL draft. Wait. No, I'm going to go back to 2020 NHL draft. The 2020 NHL draft. So, looking at this right now, so many Canadians. Where did the Stars get Jason Robertson from? Jason Robertson. Oh, wait, I forgot. NHL player St. Vaughn picked up through waivers from the Devils. I've heard his name before. I just didn't really know who he was. Jason Robertson was a 2017 draft pick. And a late one, too. He was second round or something like that. Something crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, 2017 draft. So, dang it, man. The Stars are on the power play. On the penalty kill. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Carolina is just 39th overall. Yeah. That's crazy. That's a steal. That's a steal right there. That is a steal. He's been so good this year in his first year in the league. Let's go. Good clear. So the Stars right now, penalty kill. Carolina was just ripping some shots from the point. Eventually, though, the Stars were able to get a hold of the puck, which is nice. Get a hold of the puck, man. Come on. Can't let Dougie Hamilton and all the guys rip shots from the point like that. It's just bad. Oh, they're passing the puck around. This is bad. Wrist shot, corner. Let's go. I hope Aho scores. I don't want Aho to score. But then again, my opponent has Jake Ottinger as his goalie today, so maybe. No, I'm just joking. I don't put the hockey team above. I put the hockey team above the fantasy team. Always. There were maybe a couple times in fantasy football where I wish Miles Sanders would run for a touchdown. Because, yeah, I know Aho. Yeah, you have Aho for hockey, yeah. There were a couple times in fantasy football where I kind of wanted Miles Sanders to score a rushing touchdown just because the Cowboys needed to save their draft pick. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking about that. But so the Hurricanes have iced the puck. There's 1 second left in the power play. Best opportunity in the power play was when they slipped it through to Aho. Aho had a chance to get the goal. I think the puck got deflected, and also Ottinger blocked that shot from the point. Another shot from the point right there that got deflected a few times. Ottinger. Oh, the puck went off the post, actually. Stall in front of the net. So, yeah, the Stars killed it off. They killed off the penalty, and they are currently still up 1-0 off of the Pavelski goal. Oh, what a play. Ugh. That was a really, really nice pass into the zone, but unfortunately, the shot got blocked, so that kind of stinks. But yeah, the Stars not looking too bad right now. They're looking quite good, actually. So that's good for them. They need to be doing this. They need to be doing that. Yeah, absolutely. Do the Mavericks play tonight? We do. Oh no, we're playing the Kings. The Kings have a 24-36 record, but they beat us the other day. If you guys don't know how the NBA play-in tournament, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Miles Sanders ran for like a touchdown. The thing is, if you guys don't know how the NBA play-in tournament works, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty simple. The 7-8 seed and 9-10 seed from each conference play in a game. The winner of the 7-8 seed game automatically makes the playoffs. Like, they're done. They're in. You win, you're in. The loser of that game still has a chance to make the playoffs. The loser of the 9-10 game is done. They're out. And the winner of the 9-10 game goes to play the loser of the 7-8 game. The winner of that game is the one that makes the playoffs. Let's say, right now, looking at the NBA standings, let's just use this for an example. It's example. In the Western Conference, the Portland Trailblazers beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Portland's in the playoffs. They're locked in. You celebrated when Odell scored. Oh, because you had him? Yeah. Jason Robertson is the most rookie points since March 1st, and it's not really that close. It's over 8 over Kirill Kaprizov, the star rookie for the Minnesota Wild. So Portland's in. Memphis would go on to play the winner of the San Antonio Warriors game. Let's say Golden State wins because Steph Curry goes off. Golden State would play Memphis in a game for the postseason. Very clutch. Oh, looking at the NBA standings right now, only 2 teams in the NBA have been eliminated. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their god-awful team, even though they got the number 1 overall pick for the 20th time. And the Houston Rockets, which, I mean, they traded all their assets this season. So, I mean, yeah, what do you expect? And then on the other side of it, the Detroit Pistons are pretty much eliminated from the postseason. So are the Orlando Magic, pretty much. The Magic really were huge sellers at the deadline, gave away a ton of their assets. Evan Fournier. Do the Raptors have a shot? The Raptors, Ethan, are 25-35. They are currently, let's see, they're currently like, I don't think the Raptors are going to be able to make it into the outside. They're going to have to make it through the play-in tournament. So the Raptors are currently behind the Chicago Bulls, who are not in the play-in tournament. The Raptors are the 12th seed in the East. Oh, the Stars have scored! Let's go! Woo! We got another goal! Let's go! Who scored it? Who scored it? I was reading this off. Who scored it? Come on. And Ben went in. So Jamie Ben went in. Passed it up to the point. Oh! Oh, we got tipped in. I think Jason Dickinson scored. Let's go! Yeah, it was off the foot of Jason Dickinson. That's awesome. Let's go! Oh, I was so lucky. That's an unfortunate bounce for Reimer, but I don't care. Good for him. Stink, man. Okay, so anyway, you stink, James Reimer. No, he's not bad. It's just that was just a really unlucky bounce off the skate. That's one way to do it. Okay, so anyway, back to the original point. So the Raptors are a couple games back of the play-in tournament. The Washington Wizards have been going insane lately, though. They've been playing amazing basketball, so it's going to be difficult for the Raptors to make the play-in tournament, because once they get in, they're going to have to make the postseason. But looking at the Raptors' remaining schedule, so mathematically they're not out of the postseason yet. Technically the Pistons aren't, but the Pistons are not making the playoffs. But yeah, the Raptors just start off the season really slow. They had a decent run where they were playing pretty solid. And then in early March, the Raptors went on a huge losing streak. Lost to Detroit, Boston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Detroit, Utah, Cleveland, and Houston consecutively. Yeah. And then they ended up winning a game against Denver, which was surprising. But then they ended up losing 4 straight after that. And the Raptors have been playing pretty decent basketball lately. They were on a 4-game win streak before losing to the streaking Knicks, who were going off. The remaining schedule for the Raptors is the Cleveland Cavaliers, who they're playing right now. Brooklyn, Denver, Utah, Los Angeles. Ooh. Dang, they have a tough schedule. They really have a difficult schedule. Brooklyn, Denver, Utah, LA, Lakers, and the Clippers. Washington, who's been going crazy lately. Memphis, who's fighting for a spot in the play-in tournament. And then they have the Clippers again, Chicago, Dallas, and then most likely playing Indiana, another team who's in the play-in tournament. So if they do well, that game against Indiana at the end of the season could be critical because Indiana is another team who is in there to try and make the play-in tournament. Maybe even make the postseason, like straight up. But I doubt that's going to happen. What's up with Indiana? Yeah, they rather than have a draft pick. If they do want to go that direction, they can. They could absolutely go that direction, and just they were expected to be sellers at the deadline. With Kyle Lowry, they were expected to sell him at the deadline, which they did not. And just the Raptors just have a really interesting year. The Raptors are usually a very consistent team, but with Kyle Lowry getting up there in age and with Spicy P doing his thing, I don't know. The Raptors just haven't had a good season. Warren Powell though has some good games. Once again, the Carolina Hurricanes are on another power play right now, unfortunately, but with the Stars up 2-0, we can kill this penalty off, and we'll have a lot of momentum, but if the Hurricanes score, they can kind of take away all the momentum that the Stars have been getting because of their goals. Fantastic job, though, by the Stars here early to just set the tempo in this game. Again, every game here for the Stars matters. I want the Stars to make the playoffs because not only do I want to see the team in the playoffs, but those games should be televised. They better be, so I can actually watch them play, maybe do a few playoff live streams. I'm pretty certain I'm going to have some playoff live streams from the Mavericks, so hopefully we'll have a lot of playoff live streams coming for this channel for both the Stars and the Mavericks, which is fantastic. Good content. Love getting the content. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It'll be fun. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully both teams can make the playoffs and have some entertaining games coming up. So right now, 2-0 Dallas. Here, as there's only a few seconds remaining on the power play inside Carolina. They pass it back, top of the point, shot at the end of the period. Rebound is so close to going in. Power play is over. Stars kill off another power play, and that is the end of the first period. The Stars are up 2-0 at the end of the first period. A fantastic period for the Dallas Stars. Joe Pavelski and Jason Dickinson with the goals. Stars up 2-0. Push for the playoffs. The theme right now of these last few games of the NHL season, and that is truly what the Stars are trying to accomplish here. Late season push for the postseason. I'm excited. It's exciting. But the Stars are not the only team chasing a postseason spot. Obviously, there are a lot of other teams. I'm gonna go through that right now in the standings. Stars are trying to get their spot. The Blackhawks technically in. In the East Division, the top few teams are pretty much solidified, but the Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers could have an interesting battle. The rest of the teams in that division are pretty much out. The West Division, the top three teams are already in, so it's between the Coyotes and the Blues right now for that playoff spot. And then the North Division, it looks like right now, the Maple Leafs are solid. They're in. The Jets, they are most likely in. It looks like they're going to also make the playoffs. The Oilers look like they're going to be in. And the last spot is going to be fought for the Canadiens, Flames, and Canucks. With the Canucks having the games at the end of the season, those could be very critical. The best division in hockey seems to most likely be, in my opinion, the best division in hockey is, here's the thing. The West Division, the Coyotes and Blues banging it out. Thing is, the West Division is extremely top heavy. The top three teams are not both. The top three teams are all incredible teams that have Stanley Cup aspirations. The Golden Knights have the most points in the league at 70, which is amazing. And the Golden Knights, I mean, that division is incredible. East Division's the best. East Division is really good. The East Division is really good. They have 4 teams with 60 points or more. In my opinion, they're the deepest division. Central Division is really good too. The top 3 teams are all amazing teams. The Lightning are incredibly talented. So are the Panthers. California teams suck. Losing. Oh, that's why the West Division is so garbage. The Sharks 41 points. The Kings 40 points. The Ducks 35 points. That's bad. That's bad. The Central Division is a really good division. The top 3 teams are incredibly good, and the Stars and Predators are battling it out for that final spot. And in the East Division, the East Division is the deepest. They all have got teams over 60 points, and they also have a current race for the postseason going if the Rangers can come back. And in the West Division has just 3 really good teams, and the rest of the teams are not very good. And in the North Division, one really good team, 2 pretty good teams, and then the Canadians all the other teams are kind of fighting for that spot. Yeah, the East Division's really good. So I don't know. I think the Stars can 100% catch the Predators. Only a couple points behind, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, this year we've seen a lot of teams that are usually good who have been not so good. The Flyers have been a consistently good team in recent years. They're not very good. The Blues are usually a really good team, and they stink. The North Division, looking at the North Division, the North Division's kind of same, although, Calgary's usually in the playoffs. Central Division, the Stars are usually better, but I don't know. The Stars are usually better. The Blue Jackets are just absolutely terrible. Worst team in the division, and why? The Patrick Laine trade has really, really backfired for them. Totally, it's been really bad. So the Winnipeg Jets are laughing right now as they are sitting in a playoff spot while the Columbus Blue Jackets and Patrick Laine continue to struggle a lot right now. So, but the West Division is so good. The West Division is incredible. The Golden Knights. Oh, your beginning of the year playoff prediction, your beginning of the year Stanley Cup prediction was that? You had the Flyers? That's okay. That's not the worst. I can see why you think the Flyers are good. They have talent. They have a lot of talent. The St. Louis Blues have an extremely difficult matchup right now, going up against the Colorado Avalanche, but they were up 3-0 in the second period, though. The Avalanche get themselves a power play goal. Who was it? McKinnon. Of course, Nathan McKinnon with the goal. That's what expected out of this man. Panthers, Predators. Let's see what's up. Oh, please, come on, Panthers. Bail us out. Bail us out. Bail us out. Please bail us out. Bail us out. Yes! On the delayed penalty. Panthers get the goal. I love it. Good job. Beat Nashville. Beat Nashville. Ah, oh, dang it. The Predators have a highlight they scored, didn't they? Mikhail Granlund, goal. Dang it. I don't like when that happens. We need them to lose. Clutch up, Panthers. Oh, we have a live look-in Nashville. We're getting a live look-in as the game is 1-1 here in the first period. Roslovich, the player package with Laine has been better. That is very funny. That's hilarious that that's the case. Yeah, Roslovich has been better than Laine. The Predators are so close to getting a goal there. Oh my gosh, they were incredibly close to getting a goal right there. But I need the Predators to lose, man. We cannot have them win this game. This is like as dire of a situation as last year on stream when the Cowboys were destroying the Eagles and we needed the Washington football team to lose. We had to get bailed out by the Carolina Panthers, which we did. The Carolina Panthers dominated them. But come on, Florida. You're a better team. Huberdeau, Barkov. You can't lose to them. You can't lose to the Predators. I don't like the Predators. I've never really liked the Predators very much. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully the NHL goes back to regular divisions next year. I think that's the case, that they will go back to the same divisions. That's the case if the Blues continue to stink. The Stars could be, what was the Stars' old division? Chicago, St. Louis, Colorado, Winnipeg. Ooh. So the Stars, so it'll be Winnipeg and Dubois, the Stars and their core, the Blackhawks with the same core. Yeah, they're going back. Okay. Panthers in both leagues. Yep. Yes, having to get bailed out by Panthers in both leagues. Absolutely. That's how it works. Predators, they're pretty solid. I wish we had the Blue Jackets in our division. And then we'll bring the Wild in and the Avalanche. The usual teams at the top of the division. The Avalanche, very, very scary. I am scared of the Avalanche. Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Gabriel Landeskog, and then you got a nice little young defensive core with like Cale Makar in them. They are going back after the season. Obviously, they have to. It's very important that they do. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting when the Stars go back. Hopefully, they can be the winners of the division. But the Avalanche and the Wild are looking really, really good. I don't understand really why the Wild are good. I guess that rookie that they have, Kirill Kaprizov, is pretty good. I was looking at their stats the other day. He's been really good this season. Kevin Fiala's good. So I guess that's why they still got the old characters, like the old guys like Matt Dumba, Ryan Suter, people like that. Might get rid of conferences. Get rid of conferences. So just be like divisions, and then that'd be interesting. It would be very interesting. They still have Zach Parise. That'd be interesting that they get rid of the conferences. The NBA obviously experimenting with the play-in tournament this year. I don't know if the NBA will keep the play-in tournament. It's a very interesting idea. I think they're just doing it this year because of the pandemic, but it'll be interesting. But I am excited to see the NBA play-in tournament. But there's actually a report that the NBA wants to adopt the postseason play-in tournament permanently. So that'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting. The thing with the NBA play-in tournament is that it gives you more basketball. It'll give you more games. It'll probably give the NBA more revenue. More high-pressure games gives the league more revenue, obviously. You're going to get to see, teams that struggle at the season turn it up at the end because they can make the playoffs. It's an interesting situation. It's very. We'll see what the Stars can do right now. But the key right now is the Mavericks should be focusing on just trying to stay out of the play-in tournament so that they don't end up having to go up against a team like a Portland or someone like that, because that'd be kind of scary. It'd be very scary with the way things are. Actually, they'd probably go up against like a Memphis right now. In fact, the Mavericks could potentially be moving up even farther in the standings as the Los Angeles Lakers continue to struggle with AD coming back a little rusty and LeBron James still injured for the foreseeable future. The Lakers are continuing to fall in the standings. The Mavericks continuing to move up. The Lakers will get LeBron AD back, but could the Lakers potentially slip into the play-in tournament? Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be very, very interesting if they did slip into the play-in tournament? The Lakers are right now. The Mavericks are only let's see, 1.5 games back of the Lakers right now, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So, yeah. The only teams that have clinched the postseason, team is the Utah Jazz. They clinched the postseason recently. They did. They clinched the postseason 44-16. This team in Utah is just an absolute unit. That team is stacked. Well, they're just a good team. They're just really, really good. However, the Phoenix Suns could take that 1 seed. So could the Clippers. The Suns could take the 1 seed. Out east, the Brooklyn Nets have 41 wins. There are only 4 teams in the NBA with over 40 wins. The Nets, the Jazz, the Suns, and the Clippers, each with 40 wins. The Nuggets are probably going to hit the 40-win plateau pretty soon. So are the Sixers and the Bucks and the Knicks. The New York Knicks are crazy. This team is amazing. This team is it's interesting. What the Knicks have been able to do this season is phenomenal. The Atlanta Hawks expected improvement out of them this season, and guess what? You get to see improvement. DeAndre Hunter putting up solid numbers. Clint Capella's getting the rebounds. Trae Young is putting up great numbers, almost double-double per game. And Clint Capella is in the post grabbing the rebounds. So, yeah, their team's pretty good. The offseason moves they made, getting Bogdan Bogdanovic, Danilo Gallinari, looking solid. And I did forget that they did make that trade at the deadline, getting Lou Williams to be a solid piece. Onyeka Okongwu as a rookie really hasn't done too much, but I think Onyeka's been injured. Yeah, Rondo. I think it was the Rajon Rondo trade or something. But, so, right now, the Blues are crushing the Avalanche. The Blues, like the Stars, need every win they can get to stay in the postseason. So hopefully they can. But we'll see we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That division is extremely tight. Right now, Arizona has the spot over the Blues, but that could change. I've seen the MLB stuff recently. I'm moving on to MLB here. MLB has been interesting. The Red Sox are doing well. The Yankees started off extremely slow. The Athletics started off terrible. And look at the Athletics now. First in our division. And look at who's sitting at the bottom of the AL West. The Rangers. As usual, the Rangers. It didn't even take the Rangers till the end of the month to dash any optimism I had of potentially being at least somewhat relevant this season, at least competing for a postseason spot. Nope. The Rangers, once again, failed to even get my hopes dashed into... They failed to even let my hopes stay alive till May. The Rangers are just... wow. Recently got swept by the Chicago White Sox. And just... they swept the Tampa Bay Rays. Start off the season a little slow. They did better against the Blue Jays. Actually got a couple wins. Then they got swept by the Padres. They actually did not sweep the Rays. They actually did win 3 out of the 4. Got swept by the Padres. Almost got swept by the Orioles. How do you get nearly swept by the freaking Baltimore Orioles? Oh man, that is not good. It's terrible if you ask me. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. And then, just really bad. What are our stats? Do we have anybody hitting over 300? Okay, Nick Solak is close. It's close. Hitting 300. That's nice. Joey Gallo. Well, okay, so my bad there. Dang. I my computer wasn't plugged in. Scary there for a second. Thought my stream was about to die because of my computer dying, but it didn't. So that's good. Got charged in. Back to the Rangers here. Got a few players with 5 home runs. Garcia, Lowe, Solak. How's Joey Gallo doing? Joey Gallo's doing okay, I guess. Average is probably really bad. I guess Nick Solak has been our best player this season. Batting? What about our pitching stats? Oh boy, our pitching stats. Kyle Gibson actually has a pretty solid 2.3 ERA, so that's actually not bad. It's really good. Like his strikeouts, I think he's been probably the main bright spot because the rest of the pitching staff is not very impressive. Second period action underway. Stars are up 2-0 here in the second period. To start the second period, Stars are up. Nice little comfy 2-0 lead. Lot of potential tonight. The Stars can win this game, and they will be in a pretty solid spot. I just got to continue to get these wins, because if they get these wins, then they have them a chance to make the playoffs. They lost 12 overtime games, and a team that loses 12 overtime games that's not good. So, the Stars up 2-0 right now. Fantastic. We've been playing. I'll take 2 goals in the first period, absolutely. Andrews playing pretty solid also today. Ooh, that was one in. That was Svechnikov? Dang it. Uh-oh. The Stars are just... I like what they're doing. Pretty solid in the power play today. Got their goal. Couple bad penalties in the first period. They gotta do better. They gotta do some good things. They're doing well. But they're giving up a lot of shots. To Carolina's in front! Oh, that almost went in. Oh my gosh. Really bad shot. O'Reilly. Aho doing good things. Screwed up a goal earlier. Could have had a goal, but it went through him. Really bad shot there, but it has to happen. 17-11 shots on goal. Again, as the Stars are getting outshot tonight. But they are winning, and that's the only thing that matters. I'm glad the Stars are winning right now. That seems to be the only thing that matters. Okay, look at Rope Hintz. Getting physical behind the boards. Oh, dot on net. Oh, I almost thought I was going in. Outside. Where's Jason Robertson? I want Jason Robertson in the game. He's so good. Let's see what's up. Okay, I think Robertson's actually in the game right now, so that's good. Oh, Sakara. Nice play. Down low. Gotta do better. Oh, it's a good play by... Talking about how that was a good play by Robertson. Oh, Trocheck just lost his helmet. Did he get slammed in the boards or something? What happened? What happened? How did see right there? Oh, that was such a good shot. Oh, it just missed the net. Oh my gosh. That shot barely missed the net. That could have been a goal. Could have been a goal. I could have. That was a really dangerous shot there from the circle. Reimer! Yeah, Reimer really has not gotten much playing time here in this. He's been injured though. I'm gonna assume he's been injured. Yes, sir. The shutouts are clutch. Carolina is just. It's just an extremely complete roster. That's what Carolina is. They have a very complete roster, and I mean they're doing their thing today. But the Stars are executing their game plan flawlessly. It's perfect. We need that. Like I said, every game is important. NBC right now, they're working with the whole playoff push. Absolutely. This is a playoff push, and the Stars are pushing, and we'll see if they can make it, because if they don't, then I'll be disappointing. Oh, Jordan Stahl, I forgot. I do have a Carolina player on my team. Jordan Stahl. Oh, saved by Ottinger. Nice save. Jake Ottinger with the beautiful save. Yes. Jordan Stahl is on my fantasy team also. So, if you score a goal, you score a goal, man. I wouldn't be too angry about it. Unless it's the game-winning goal in overtime, then that's not good. But yeah, oh, good job, Ottinger. Wake that up. Go Canes. Hope not. They better not. Better not win this game. 1,007 career games for Jordan Stahl. 2009 Stanley Cup champion. Jordan Stahl. A very long, successful NHL career. But on the Canes now, and he's a rival. The Stars. Reimer. What's going on? The Stalls are just a hockey family out here. Played a lot of NHL vets out here. So, I mean, I don't think he was even trying to pass it to him, but hey, I'll take it. I think Jason Robertson is 21. Uh-oh. Semenchikov. Oh! Oh my gosh, Ottinger's not even net. Fires. Oh! Good save, Ottinger. No save. Jason. Be afraid. Jason Robertson has the puck. Pavelski. Top line out for the Stars. Here we go. Pavelski. Oh. That was a bad possession. Wow. Yeah, he was out of net there. You guys pretty much do have a lock on the playoffs. I mean, all you have to do is win like one more game, and you guys can still win the playoffs if Florida loses to Nashville, but Florida better not lose to Nashville, because Nashville can't win any more games. They better not. Else we're going to not make the playoffs. That can happen, so we just gotta make sure that Florida wins, and the Canes can clinch the playoffs another day. Clinch it the next time they play. They can beat someone else. Aren't they playing the Stars again? I don't know. Let's see. But the Canes are a good team. They're just not having their best night so far. Gave up a couple early goals. Corner right now. The Stars are making plays. They are doing very good things. Get down. Dang it! You got bodied. Who just got bodied in the boards? Killed over there. Dang, my guy. Someone got killed. Was it Jason? I don't think it was Jason Robertson. I think it shifts over, though. Niederreiter up top. Oh, good. Okay. Nice passing. That's good passing. That's really nice passing. Oh, my. Did he get tripped? He did get tripped. Big change. Oh, he's in the zone alone. He's going to have to chip that in. The chanting has begun in the arena. The Stars are playing well. The Canes just feeling no momentum. Oh, in front! No, bad play. That was just not a good play in front. It was not. Gotta be able to just. That's something that the Canes have done that's well. The thing that the Hurricanes have done well today is they have done a great job of getting shots off. They've gotten a lot of shots off, 19 to 15 on the shots, and a lot of those have been like point shots. They've been really trying to force the point shots up top, but they haven't really been too effective. They haven't been able to get on the score sheet. Ottinger has locked down the net. So far, not bad. Not bad. The Hurricanes are not doing too bad. They're not playing that bad. They just when you give up when you're already on the penalty kill like less than a minute into the game, it's a really difficult situation. You just really don't. You should never be on the penalty kill that early. And you just give Jason Robertson and Joe Pavelski a chance to score. Stars in the zone. Shot on net. Reimer able to turn it away. Here it is. Up the ice. Here come the Stars. Stars trying to make a play. And here come the Stars. Up the ice. No, they're still in the zone. Why are we still in the zone? Get it out of there. Then you're going to get trapped behind your own net. Oh, good passing. And then we let Carolina get the puck back. Okay, I see how it is. Uh-oh, good shot in front. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. Pavelski with the puck. Stop chipping it up, Pavelski. 11:22 remaining in the second period. No goals in the second, but the Stars remain up 2-0 in their quest to make the playoffs and get the final playoff spot in their division. Stars just need to just do some good things. They just need to play well and hope that Nashville is losing their game, which they are not. It's actually in the second period, and it is 1-1, I believe. So, okay, Florida, Florida just needs to do their job. They need to win their hockey games, because if they don't win their hockey games, then Dallas is not going to make the playoffs and Nashville is. And I don't really want to see that happen. So, hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully Nashville doesn't make the playoffs, because if they do, that means the Stars didn't. And it would just be a terrible, terrible thing. So, Stars just got to win these games. They got to take the games that they can win. And the thing with the Stars is they have to be consistent. Key injuries tonight: the Stars, Ben Bishop, Tyler Seguin, Alexander Radulov, Kiravanta, Klingberg, and Steven Johns. Meanwhile, for the Hurricanes, Peter Mrazek, Jesper Fast, Tuvo Teravainen, and a few other players. So obviously, both teams dealing with some pretty significant injuries. The only difference is that the Stars' injuries, they have a couple guys on the shelf for the rest of the season. And that's what's the problem. Radulov and Bishop are done for the year. That stinks. That really does hurt to see that happen. Radulov is really he just is a really good player. He brings a lot of great energy to the team, and he's a playmaker. He knows how to play hockey. Hey Ethan, what's up? He knows how to bring energy, and he knows how to play hockey. And unfortunately, that's not going to be present for the rest of the season. Same with Ben Bishop. At this point in Ben Bishop's career, man has been a Vizina trophy. Has he been a winner? Has he been a finalist? I don't know, but Ben Bishop has been one of the most accomplished goalies in the league these days, and I mean, we might see him retire soon. I'm not exactly sure what Ben's age is. Ben Bishop used to be my favorite player in the NHL. Used to be my favorite player. I think my favorite player now, though, is probably Joe Pavelski or Jason Robertson, because that's just self-explanatory. But looking at Ben Bishop, Ben Bishop is 34 years old and he's been a 3-time Vezina Trophy finalist. He's played for a lot of NHL teams. Man, he's been out for so long.
Hello?
But yeah, I know. It's been a very long time since we've seen Ben Bishop play in an NHL game. So it's just unfortunate. And he might never play another game again. We'll see though.
Sir?
Ben Bishop, he's just done a lot of good in his career. He's played for a lot of different teams. At least Sagan could return for the playoffs. If the Stars do make the playoffs, Sagan could return, and that would be great. That'd be great for Sagan to return. The Stars right now, Ben Bishop. I learned something about Ben Bishop right now. I did not know that Ben Bishop was drafted by the Blues. Actually, I did know that actually. Oldest player to lead NHL power play goals. Wow, it's up there. He's up there. No, I didn't know he played for the Blues because I remember they said stuff about it when in the postseason that day. He was a goaltender for that Game 7 loss. So I do remember Ben Bishop playing for the Blues, but I did not know he played for the Senators. I do know he played for Tampa Bay. He spent a lot of his career there, and I do remember he had his brief stint with the Kings, and then of course he went to the Stars.
Oh my gosh.
He only played 3 playoff games with the Stars last season, and he just really wasn't the same. So that's just the way Ben Bishop has been. He had some good years with the Stars, but we'll see what ends up happening.
Oh, really? The tennis playing
That stinks for Bo Horvat that he couldn't put it in the net there. But, we'll see what ends up happening there with Vancouver. So right now, see what the Stars can do. Up 2-0. 8:40 remaining in the second period. Fantastic.
When did I make the meatballs? Thursday?
But wow, just Stars are just 2-0 right now. They're doing good things. They're doing good things in this game, which is fantastic. We need to see some consistency. Obviously, they've stalled out on offense right now. They haven't scored a goal recently. At least they're getting some decent chances. Oh, 2-on-1, and we screwed it up. Dang it. Dang it. Gotta be kidding me.
All the groceries down by myself.
I know with the Stars. Stars gotta do a lot of good things. They gotta continue to play their style of hockey. Gotta score in bunches and things like that. Very important that they do that, because if they don't, they're going to lose. So right now, the Stars. Oh my gosh, they could have scored there, but thank goodness. Thank goodness that wasn't a goal. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. It's 2-0. Still 2-0 in this game. This game is going by kind of quickly. It's only been like an hour and a half, and about to be done with the second period. And they scored. Carolina scores a goal. Great. Dang it. Stars just gave up their first goal of the game, and now Carolina has cut our lead in half. Hey, Ruben, what's up? What's up, dude? Glad to see you here. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hopefully, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well, Ruben. It's just, dang it, we gave up another goal. 2-1. Okay, so it's 2-1 right now. So that's not good. But at least it's respectable. At least we're doing good things right now. At least we're still up in the game. Just cannot let Carolina get too comfortable, because if that happens, guys. Oh, I'm sorry about that headache though. That stinks. Just that hurts to give up a goal right there, because we're just kind of going into one of our little scoring droughts. Haven't really gotten an insane amount of amazing opportunities, which is not good, not ideal. You really can't stall out on offense in a game like this. It's so important. You get your 2 first period goals. Hopefully that's not the last goal that we score, but it might be with the way that we're playing. Typical. Nice. You got the goal off of that. Fantasy points for Ethan. Everybody gets fantasy points. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Ruben. That's very good. Oh my gosh, we had a good chance. We missed it. You've got to be kidding me. So close to scoring that goal. Get a chance on net. Where's Jason Robertson?
Thank you, babe.
Gurionov, okay, Gurionov. I remember I had Gurionov on my fantasy team for like a few days, and then I dropped him because he's garbage. Thank you, Ruben, for coming back. It's amazing to see you here. Thank you. That's awesome. Right now, fantasy hockey matchup is tight. Joe Pavelski is giving me those points, though. But you know who's not giving me those points? Sam Girard, -4 points. Comes with the territory, though, since he's getting absolutely whooped by St. Louis. Samuel, I am desperate for a goal. Clutch for Ethan. You're gonna need all the points you can get to beat Blades of Steel. You're winning right now, though. You're winning right now. Ethan currently has a 15-point lead over Blades of Steel. Clutch. Big goal. Oh, you have some points from Essa Lindell? Awesome. Blades of Steel. Myers is doing well for Bennington. Clutch. Clutch. Oh! Come on, you gotta stop him there. That's good that you're winning the game. That's good that you're winning the game. Oh my gosh. Can we just give up another goal? Aglano lost his stick, and with the Stars getting the 2 first period goals, the Hurricanes come back and get 2 second period goals to tie the game. And now the lead that we once had is gone. Terrible. Pathetic. That is pathetic. Oh, Cogliano lost his stick.
There you go.
Cogliano loses his stick, and the Stars pay the price for it. 2 goals in like 5 minutes. Not 3, actually. It was like 2-0 like 5 minutes ago. Absolute garbage. Bye, Ruben. Thank you for joining the stream. Much appreciated. See you, my guy. Cannot believe the Stars just screwed up like that. Dang it. Stars need to do better. That's terrible. Screw up our 2-on-1s and then it turns into a Carolina dancing on our team right now. Wow, Carolina. Down all game and then a couple goals in the second period and all of a sudden this is a real hockey game. The Stars, the Stars, the Stars. Content, content, content. Oh, and the best part about that. Love to see it. Jacob Slavin. My opponent had Jacob Slavin, so now I'm losing. I am losing this fantasy matchup right now because of Slavin. I am upset. How could this happen? How could this happen? Good job, Stars. Now you screwed me over in fantasy. Fantastic. Fantastic. But comes with the territory. Comes with the territory. Not happy about this. I am angry about this. This is bad. Double negative. Double negative for me right there. Fantastic, Downs. Fantastic. Just absolutely terrible, man. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. The Stars are currently tied up 2-2. Let's go! Oh my gosh. As I say that, goal! Yes! Woo! Who scored it? I think it was Dennis Gurianov, the overtime hero in Game 6 from the Western Conference Finals last season. He's got the Stars up now. Love it. There we go. Okay, so now finally figured out what a hockey team was. Once we figured that out, we scored a goal. Good job, Stars. Good work. Dang it, man. It only took you like 2 seconds to score that goal. Guryanov's 11th of the season. Good job, Dennis. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of Dennis Guryanov right now. Fantastic work. You gotta be happy with that. Fortunately, I didn't get any fancy points from that. Yes, absolutely roller coaster of emotions. I was so sad, and I was like 2-2. Score. Oh, 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Score again. Oh, we got stopped. Dang it. We could have scored again. Oh my gosh, almost another opportunity. Dang. Someone. I think, oh, another opportunity. Such a good opportunity to score, and Reimer's down. Dang. It's like the Stars could hear me talking, and they just turned on the offense. Wow. Right there. Oh my gosh, almost had it there. And then right here. I mean, that was such a good opportunity on the 2-on-1. Pavelski, you could have gotten me another goal. Dang it. Joe Pavelski really could have gotten me another fantasy goal. I would have appreciated that, but wasn't meant to be. Would have loved another fantasy goal. I need the points. Gotta win this game. Especially with Jordan Stahl, negative points, and Jordan Stahl and Sam Girard both have a tense negative amount of points. -4 points for both. That's what I like to see. I love to see -4 points for my center and my defenseman. I like that a lot. But the Stars were up 3-2. 23 shots on goal. So let's go. The Stars, the Stars, it's like they could hear me through the TV. They totally heard me because I was angry and yelling at them because, I mean, my goodness, we were in a scoring drought, barely getting any good opportunities at all. And then, yeah, they just turned it on. They got their opportunities, they got their goal, and they're still threatening the score here as the second period winds down. About 1:20 to go in the second period. Stars are looking good. They are winning. Most importantly, they are winning. But the question is, can Florida give us a favor and win us a game here? They win. We'll be tied with Nashville in points. We just need Nashville to just go on a big losing streak. That's all. Like an 8-game losing streak. Is that okay, Nashville? Can you do that for us? That would be fantastic. So right now, the Stars are threatening. 51 seconds remaining in the second period. And Predators and Panthers are tied right now 1-1. So that's nice to know. Stars and Predators are locked in an intense battle for the final playoff spot in their division. Pavelski, puck behind the net, inside! Oh my gosh, Ruben scored again! You're kidding. The Senators' goalie depth is that terrible that they had to suit up a defenseman to play goalie? Wow. some teams in this league, be grateful. NHL teams, be grateful that your team actually has a goalie and they don't have to suit up a backup defenseman. They don't have to suit up a defenseman as goalie. I mean, how do you even choose that? I want to comment in the chat. What's more of a competitive disadvantage? The Broncos starting a practice squad wide receiver at quarterback or the Senators starting a defenseman at goalie? I want chat. 1, if it's the Broncos guy. 2, if it's the defenseman at goalie. They're both pretty bad. Me personally, I mean, I'm going to go with Kendall Hinton because Kendall Hinton was, I bet Animus saw him. I bet there's like some reason they chose him to be goalie. Maybe he has some experience. 1, absolutely. Kendall Hinton, we saw what the Broncos offense was. I mean, how'd they even choose that? The guy had no arm strength at all. At that point, Bob Miller was done for the season. The Broncos just knew that they were screwed and they were probably going to lose the game. So they're like, hey, let's just become a meme. Play the practice squad quarterback. I mean, obviously the reason why they had to do it, though, was because all their quarterbacks were hit hard by the pandemic. Yeah. You can win with an emergency goalie. I've heard of those stories where, like, these emergency goalies come in. You can win with emergency goalies, but you can't win with a practice squad receiver at quarterback. Oh, I just saw this about Kendall Hinton. He was working in sales last month, the game before he played. Hadn't been tackled in 2 years, so pretty much saying that he wasn't really a football player. Broncos practice squad a wide receiver, so he's barely getting any minutes. And then he was playing in his first NFL game.
Nate, I need you to come practice.
David Arias, the Zamboni driver. Yes, I've heard about Zamboni drivers. Yeah, I've heard about that stuff. It's funny. That is too funny. My goodness. The Canes beat the Leafs last year with them. Yeah, that makes sense. Guys, I have okay, so apparently there have been reports going around in the NFL that Julio Jones is on the market, potentially getting traded. Now, please just don't trade him to the NFC East, and for goodness sakes, just don't, please, don't, don't trade him to the Patriots, please. Please don't do that. That wouldn't be fun. I don't want the Patriots being good. Second period action is over. Yeah, Julio. And it does make sense to trade Julio Jones. It does. It does. Because Julio Jones is. It does make sense to trade Julio Jones. Oh, I'm sorry, Ethan. That stinks. So you guys do have MLB the show. That's so cool. I'm sorry, man. That stinks. Hopefully you can, though. Hopefully you can in a few days. You can. I hope that's the. I hope that you can play soon. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. It is a lot of fun. I'm playing a Road to the Show series right now, and I'm in the minor league still. So yeah, it kind of stings. Dang it, Barkov. Just a few more days. Yep. Barkov, stop not scoring. I need you to beat the Predators. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Sorry I just yelled, but Nashville had a breakaway and I thought they were going to score. But they didn't because they can't. I'm just looking at memes right now. There's some pretty funny memes. These are some pretty good memes. Uh, Live look does come in clutch. It does. It's so cool to watch the game right now. I'm watching the Nashville game, and I really don't want them to score because then the Stars will be in trouble, and I don't want to have that happen. Oh, yeah. Nice, nice. If you're asking about how the Texas Rangers are doing, bad. They're last place in their division, but that was expected. But if you're asking about the New York Rangers, I don't know how they're doing right now. But yeah, the Rangers are not doing well. They're just not a very good baseball team. Haven't been for a long time, for quite a few years now, and they probably Dad. The Stars are up 3-2. Dad.
Who scored 3?
Gurrianov did. Yeah, so it's good. Fortunately, Ethan, the Rangers are still a bad baseball team. Probably will be for a while.
Can you please wash the kiddo? This is almost ready.
They did get some decent wins. They did. Yeah, they did get some wins. They did. But they got swept by the White Sox recently, which was sad. So that's not good. But that's fine by me. Uh, wow.
I'll practice. Wait, we're having fish sticks? Yep. I'll practice.
Let's go. I think that the Stars can win today. All they have to do is hold on to the lead. Next pulled the goalie. Uh-oh. That means that's not good. See if they can make... How much they down by?
Huh? I wouldn't. Well, baby, I don't know if I've rinsed it well enough from using the CLR. That's why.
Hmm. 1 minute left. Oh man, that's
Sorry.
not good. That's not good. That is not good.
Sorry, babe. He sits, you know. Move, moron.
Hmm. 1 minute left. Oh. Oh. Did someone score on the Winnipeg Jets? Oh my gosh, how did they not score there? That was insane. How did that team not? How did the Jets not score there? That was incredibly easy. And the Canes scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. Canucks lose 2-1. Aw, that stinks, bro. That stinks. They can bounce back, though. Dang. This intermission's so forever. Ugh. Third period for the Dallas Stars is about to be here. Here we go. Stars got the Stars. The period has begun. The Stars. Last period of hockey. Let's see what the Stars can do. Come on, come on. We need this. We need this. 3-2 lead for the Stars right now in the third period. 19 and a half minutes. 16-1-2 this season when the Stars are leading after 2 periods. So when the Stars are leading after 2 periods, they don't blow the lead very often. That's pretty much what that report, that stat is trying to tell you. The question is, will the Stars be able to hold the lead tonight? So right now, 3-2 here. The Stars behind the board. Knocked over. Lindell has been knocked over into the lane. And now, here come the Star. Here come the Hurricanes. They're going in. Good play. Top of the point. Ugly shot. That was ugly as Ottinger covers up the puck. It was a really, really bad shot there. Here we go. Inside the glass. Look at the Stars. They've gotten opportunities to make it a multiple goal lead. Pavelski almost had the 2-on-1 goal right here. Shot in the middle. Oh, Jamie Benn just missed the backdoor shot. It would have been an easy goal. Empty net, and he missed it. 3-2 here. Thank you. 3-2. Okay, we won the face-off. That's good. That's good. Through the middle. I'm not... Okay, backdoor. Where's Jason Robertson? I want more fantasy points. I need more fantasy points. So I'm going to lose. I'm losing right now because I still have 2 players on my team with -4 points. Oh, look, Joel Hamlin. Ethan, good news for you. You are currently defeating Blades of Steel by 30 points. Essa Lindell has been very good for you, and so has Jordan Binnington. Oh wow, that game between Georgia Bulldog and Tech 1 is really good. For last place. Oh my goodness, Jamie Benn is having an amazing night. 3 assists, 19 points. Well, Connor McDavid, not so much. In the middle, 3-2, 3-2. Inside they go. In. Slapper! Oh my gosh. The way that puck went off the side of the net, I thought it was a goal, and thought it went through Ottinger's pad, or through his glove. Down the side, into the middle. Binnington. And the Blues get the win earlier today, so good for the Blues. Continuing to fight for their playoff spot. 3-2. The Stars have the puck behind the net. It's very... Oh, is anybody ever going to get the puck out? Literally. The puck eventually gets frozen. The Stars players... Oh my gosh. That is like... That's like a... It's like that, The Stars, it's like they have like a... Their uniforms look like a bunch of... Potion. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if I could be an announcer. That'd be cool. They got the puck. They're going up the ice. Well, that was interesting right there. That was the last season of NHL on NBC. No. Well, the cable company better fix this, and they better get a contract, because I'm probably not going to ever be able to watch the Stars for a long time if they don't fix it. Watching the Rangers can be extremely painful, and if you take baseball seriously and you love your baseball team, I don't recommend watching the Rangers, because it affects your knowledge of baseball, because you forget what a good team is. You forget what a good player is by watching the Rangers. But then again, maybe you don't, because their opponents are so good, or their opponents look so good against them. So you really never know what a good team is, because you don't watch a good team, and the teams that the Rangers go up against destroyed them. So who knows if they're a good team or if they're just playing a terrible baseball team. Surprised that the Rangers have been doing this rebuild thing for a few years and they still are absolutely garbage. But then again, it takes time in baseball to... It takes time. And ESPN, TNT, okay, good. At least it's going to be on other networks. The Stars and the Hurricanes are still deadlocked at 25-25 shots apiece. Battling for it in the zone right now. The puck is up. Okay, opportunity in front. So close. I thought that was going in. 15 minutes remaining in the third period. Stars slip it in the middle. Not really much going on there. I'm really disappointed with that. Carolina, really disappointing right there. Guess the Jays are garbage then. Not necessarily. The Jays at least have a future, and at least they're doing something with their rebuild, because they have good young players like Bo Bichette, Kevon Biggio, Vlad Guerrero, and they also have a legitimate ace in Hyun-Jin Ryu. So the Jays aren't absolute garbage. They have potential. They just have to unlock it. But I think Bo Bichette can be a really good baseball player. The Blue Jays have a lot of former player MLB legend players on their team, like Vladimir Guerrero's. His dad was a beast, great home run hitter. Fox is on the bench, and he's appeared to be in discomfort right now. Did he block a shot? He took it to the chest. That must be painful. That's why he's crouched over. But yeah, the Stars and the Hurricanes have been deadlocked in shots. Like they have been very equal in shots. The only difference is that the Stars got the nice little yeah, I know. Yeah, the Rangers did. The Rangers did beat the Jazz, and usually that's the case. It is true that the Jays are not a very good baseball team, but sometimes teams have off days. And I understand. Yeah, I know. But you know what? The thing with the Jays is they are not a great baseball team, but the Jays have a lot of potential. They do. The thing with the Rangers is that I don't really see many players on their team that give me much hope. We barely have anybody hitting over 270 on our team, and that's terrible. Oh my gosh, I thought the tip was gonna go in. Oh my gosh. Dang, man. Oh. Puck went out of play. Carolina saying that it should be a power play. See what happens. Yeah, the Rangers are playing. Yeah, that's the truth. Right now, the Stars just need to hang on, but I'm not really any hope in the minors for you guys. Let me think about that. There are some talented players in the minors. Our first round pick, Josh Jung, looks to hopefully be pretty good. Josh Jung hopefully will be a good player. Bubba Thompson's really been slow with his development. I was hoping he'd be up in the majors. I'm looking up Rangers' best. MLB. Okay, so we do Leody Taveras. I've been seeing his name in the MLB recently. He's in the MLB, so that's good for the Rangers. They have some of their prospects coming up and playing in the league. Josh Jung, I mentioned him. Sam Huff, a catcher. Cole Winn, right-handed pitcher. Hans Krause, Thurston Apostle, Anderson Tejada, shortstop. I'm seeing these guys who, we're looking good. Dane Dunning has been a promising player for the Rangers in the bullpen, in the rotation. In the rotation, he's looked like a solid arm. So, the Rangers have some potential. They do, but it really hasn't showed up in the major leagues. Like the Blue Jays, most of their better prospects that I mentioned earlier are in the major leagues doing things. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Vlad Guerrero is a very interesting player, very hyped up. But the thing with Vlad Guerrero is that he's that type of player where some days he's gonna be knocking the ball at the ballpark, and some days he's going to be not. He's kind of like a slugger like that. But if he can't, hopefully he can become a more consistent hitter and not just be like a home run hitter, swing or miss type of guy. Maybe become more of a consistent hitter. Stars chip the puck up the ice. This is going to be icing, but has to be played out and then eventually covered up by James Reimer. 13:42 remaining in the third period. Stars still with their 1-goal lead, but the Hurricanes have been threatening to tie the game up, and I really hope they don't. Oh, we just hit 2 hours on the stream. Awesome. 2 hours on the stream, going strong. Awesome. Phenomenal, man. Let's go. 2 hours. That's a milestone. That's a milestone for these streams. Hitting 2 hours is clutch. I'm glad that the game was early today, because if the game wasn't early today, like, the Mavericks games have been really late on streams, so I've had to, like, cut it short. And one of the streams that I cut short from the Mavericks was the one where Luka Doncic hit an insane buzzer beater. So I definitely regret cutting that stream off early, but I was tired. It's like 10:30 when I cut the stream off. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, in front! Oh, opportunity in front for the Stars. Here they come up the ice. In they go. Opportunity. Okay, we're slowing it down. That's good. That's good. Slow it down. Slow it down. Behind the net. Playing behind the net. Up top. Off the skate. In the middle. And we lose control. And we lose control. Phenomenal. Down the ice. Whoa! Whoa! Svechnikov just shoved one of our players to the ground. Oh, do knock him out. Let's go! You really think there was going to be no repercussions for that hit? No, 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 no. The Hurricanes really think they're going to come into our building, knock one of our players to the floor, and then, yeah, no, that's not how it works. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in here. You're going to face incredible punishment for that hit. I don't know. I haven't looked and gotten an update on the Nashville game. They haven't been doing the live look-in in a minute, obviously, since it's the third period and stuff like that. So I don't know what the score is, but I hope that the Panthers are doing their job and they are winning because they are the better team. The Panthers are the better team. But Nashville has more of an incentive as the Canes come in. Shot, Niederreiter misses on a great stop by Ottinger down below the side. Slavin, he has a goal already. Up top, shot deflected. Fantastic. Canes are still putting together a nice little forecheck, continuing to keep the puck in the zone. Coming in, shot is gloved by Ottinger. And the Stars giving up a lot of shots in the zone right now. The forecheck for Carolina is very strong. Niederreiter just took it on Ottinger. Barely had to move because that was a really easy save to make. But this one right here, I don't know who that is. I can't see his jersey very clearly, but I think it's Dougie Hamilton. He came in taking the shot. It is Dougie Hamilton. And Ottinger had the glove save it, and fantastic. Trocheck in front of the net trying to get the deflection, and it didn't work. Ottinger is a very young goalie, very talented. Hopefully he can be the future, as Ben Bishop's future with the Stars is not good. Oh, dang it, the Preds are up 2-1. Thanks for telling me, Ethan. That stinks. I don't like the Predators, and they're making me angry. Yup, second period's over out there. Okay. I trust Carolina. I trust Jonathan Huberdeau and Alexander Barkov to get the job done. I trust them. Anyway, tell me if you guys might be interested in a little story time video for the channel. Some people don't know, but I did meet Mike Trout a few years ago. I was younger. It was a really cool story, and I think I'd share that. I mentioned it in a video previously. I forgot which one. But yeah, I could definitely do a story time. It was a really cool experience. Mike Trout is an amazing person, a very genuine guy. And if you guys want me to make a story time on it, yeah. I'm just so used to. It's just so confusing because I remember I'm so used to saying I trust the Carolina Panthers, the football team. Story time could be cool, yeah. The Carolina Panthers, when the Cowboys needed them to bail us out. So, in my brain, I'm saying Panthers, but I'm also saying Carolina because I'm still thinking about that, you know? So, it's like this. The two are merged in the NFL, but in this, it's only the Panthers, or I could say Florida. But I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting. But yeah, right now Stars are up 3-2. Jason Robertson is. I doubt Jason Robertson's on the ice since I see Pavelski's on the bench. I need Pavelski on the ice. 30-28 shots are there. Story time would go. Yeah, that would be interesting. Up top, shot. Ugh. Oh no! Please tell me he's okay. Ugh. Slow to get up. Oh no, he's going. Cogliano is immediately heading to the bench after taking a puck, and easy to flip. Yes, absolutely. Oh no, what happened to Cogliano? Ugh. Ooh, caught him in the foot. Ah, that stings. That stings. That stinks. The thing is, I can imagine. Can you imagine if like one of those shots, like imagine if it hit Cogliano in the ankle and he's in a lot of pain, but it deflects into the net and he's going off the ice, but he scored.
Okay,
That'd be a really interesting situation.
Food's on the table.
Really interesting. 3-2 with about 10 minutes remaining in the third period. Stars trying to hang on to their lead, and they need to because Nashville's winning, unfortunately. Carolina enters the zone, immediately taken away by the Stars defenseman. Up the ice. And here they come. Into the zone. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, good isolation. NBA level isolation in the NHL. The middle. Top of the point. Carolina's been trying to generate a lot of offense from the top of the point. And they tried to there, and it didn't really work out. So, a lot at stake tonight in this game. Yeah, that wasn't even a block shot from... It wasn't even a block shot from the Canes. It was from his own teammate. That stinks so much. Like, yeah, he didn't even block. Yeah, he did. Because he was trying to get out of the way and it hit his ankle. That stinks.
Did you get your shower?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. 31-28 on shots. The Stars are kind of not really getting much offense going right now, which is unfortunate. They really need to get these shots going because they stall out, and Carolina is eventually going to score. Carolina really has, like I said a lot of the stream, Carolina's been trying to get a lot of their offense from the top of the point, getting these shots, trying to get these deflections, and they might get one. When they're pressuring enough, they're eventually going to get one to fall in. So, and we'll see if they're able to get it eventually. The Let's Go Stars chants have started back up in the arena. This critical game is going down right now, and we are watching it unfold. Here it is inside.
You want to try it?
And here we go. Over to the side. Buried over. Good hit. I like when we get physical with other teams. We gotta pressure. We gotta pressure them. We have to get in their head. Well, I took a shot away from Carolina. So that's 30 instead of 31 shots. Okay. And here come the Hurricanes. They get a chip in. Ottinger's able to stop it. Sends it around the boards. And 7:30 remaining in the period. Oh, well, they just had a commercial. It's a commercial. Man. Wow. Dang. Stars really just they gotta get these.
Okay. Where were you guys playing? At the North Room. Oh yeah? Who's over there? So, was there other people there? No? Just your daddy? There were two guys.
Right now,
One court was open for you.
the remaining schedule for the Stars, they got Carolina again. They got Tampa. They got Tampa, Nashville, Florida, Tampa, Chicago. And also, a lot of these games are on the road. After their Carolina game, I think that's their last home game of the season, regular season. So that's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. So right now, 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. The break is done, and now the final stretches of the game as Carolina tries to pressure at the net. Wow, he almost got that one to slip through potentially. It was a good opportunity right there. Tough schedule, absolutely, very tough schedule on the road, playing away. I thought that went in. Dang, that was so close to going in. Oh my gosh, thing was incredibly close to going in. I think. Predators games will be big. Yes, they will. Those games are clearly the main games circled on the calendar. So, chip it in there, Stars. They got to get this win tonight. They can't look ahead. They got to just take it game by game. Continue to play good hockey. If they can get a big win tonight, would be a big win against a very good opponent in the Carolina Hurricanes. This would be a huge win for the Stars. Huge win. The Hurricanes, unfortunately for them, if they do lose this game, they will have not clinched the playoffs yet. They will not have clinched the playoffs yet. That is, if they lose, which they come in and Onager makes a nice save. Oh wow, that was close. That was close to being another goal. Puck just kind of slipped through, split the defense, and wow, Onager having to come up big and make another big save. I mean, right there, those two Stars defenders just trip. Yeah, that's the thing. They put themselves in the position, losing all those overtime games. They put themselves in a position where they don't always control their own destiny. You see what happens when you don't control your own destiny in sports. You have to rely on other teams to get the work done for you. Also having to do your own work, and it's just all these other factors. And that just, I don't know, like that's how it was with the Cowboys. They had to hope that other forces had to play perfectly to them to make the playoffs. And at that point, it just becomes like it's not always about what you do. It's also about like what's going on outside, and that stinks as a team to know that you're going to go out there and you're going to play as hard as you can, and the fact that it might not be enough because other things have to happen to make it work. It just stinks, and it happens quite often. Sometimes you get bailed out, but a lot of the time you don't. So there's just really not a whole lot you can do sometimes with the way sports is. I mean, making the making the playoffs while having another team lose seems to just be a really, really rare thing because most of the time the team gets their business taken care of. And another thing is that a team that doesn't make the playoffs because of a tiebreaker that they didn't win will just sit around all off season thinking about, if the Stars, especially in their case, if they don't make the playoffs, it'd be about, oh well, we could have just won a couple more overtime games out of the 12 that we lost. Like it just hurts. It hurts. So right now, the Stars are in an interesting situation. Right now, they're not in control of their own destiny. They have not they're not ahead. Andrei Svechnikov.
It's happening right now.
Andrei Svechnikov has done some pretty incredible things in his career. He's done some things behind the net where he does the cool little play behind the net. That's pretty cool that he's done that. And tonight, he tried to do it to Jake Ottinger, and he didn't quite get the elevation on the shot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you missed the playoffs by 1 point. You could have just won one more game. Yeah, it hurts. My franchise, I made a playoff appearance because I had a tiebreaker tied with the last playoff seed, and now the Stars, and they go. But yeah, it's pretty amazing that happens. Andrei Svechnikov really tried to pull one. The Michigan lost goal. I think that's what it was called, the Michigan. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Michigan, the lacrosse goal. The funny thing is that right before they were showing the highlights of the lacrosse goal, they had an ad pop up about the Premier Lacrosse League drafts. And then they showed the lacrosse goal, or the Michigan, by Svechnikov. Like I said, tried to do it tonight. He did it a couple times in 2019. Tried to do it again. It takes a lot of skill to do that. He tried, but he didn't get quite that much enough elevation on it. So it was just not enough. But I mean, the attempt is nice, and it really does make the goaltender pay a little more attention to what the player's doing behind the net, which takes the attention off of what's going on in front of the net. So potentially, because Svechnikov is known around the league of being able to pull off the Michigan, as he's done it multiple times, it could really help his team out with the mental part of the goalie right now. As here come the Stars, and they go, and Ben handles the puck. That's great. And they go in the middle, and here come the Hurricanes with about under 4 minutes remaining in this game, or about around 4 minutes remaining in the game. And they scored. The Hurricanes have scored to tie the game. Dang it. I was telling you guys, was talking about this all the time. The Stars stall out on offense. They haven't been getting many opportunities. They've been sitting around the same shot mark for a while. Carolina, Wayne Gretzky. Yes, Wayne Gretzky did say that. The Stars don't take enough shots right now. They stall out. And the Hurricanes come in. And you know what? The way that they've been playing all night, they've been taking a lot of shots on the point. But I'd say one of those shots is going to get a deflection. And, it's not really on Ottinger, a late deflection there. That just really worked out. So 4 minutes remaining. What do the Stars do? How do they play this? Do they try to get this game into overtime, or do they try to score a late goal? Because right now Carolina has all the momentum. And, oh boy, this is turning into an intense game. Could the Stars hit this game into overtime? If they do, could they lose? I'm having a game to watch. Yes, very good game to watch right now. Yes, absolutely. This is a good game. This could turn out to be an overtime game, which would be good for the stream's morale. The stream likes good games, but I don't. I mean, I like good games. I like games that come down the wire, but I don't want us to lose in I just want us to get into overtime, so at least we can get a point out of this game. Because if we don't get a point out of this game, that would stink. And although the Carolina Hurricanes are content with getting getting into overtime as well, they want to win. But a point tonight, just a single point, getting this game into overtime would give the Hurricanes a playoff berth. So either way, the Hurricanes really can't lose in this situation unless they give up another goal to the Stars here in the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds. They can't really lose because, I mean, sure, they might lose the game, but they're in the postseason regardless of whether they win or lose the overtime. If there is an overtime, there is an overtime. See what happens here. The Stars are controlling the puck in the zone. Clock just hit under 3 minutes as the Stars are trying to control the puck. Oh, a lot of shoving going down on the boards as the puck is frozen down there. Someone's getting bodied in the boards. Physical game, which is good to see. After all, this is going to be the only season, most likely. Oh, what a shot. This is more likely going to be the only game that these two teams, the Hurricanes and the Stars, are ever rivals, really. Because NHL is going to go back to their regular divisions next season. And, I mean, any matchup between these two teams in the future will most likely be not as significant as these matchups that we are seeing right now. So here we are. Stars and Hurricanes. Crowd is just hoping that the Stars can pull out a win, except for the Carolina crowd. Hurricanes dump it in. Ottinger trying to make a play behind the net. Stars control it. 2 minutes and a half to go. They chip it up in. Hintz tries to make a play on the puck with his hand, try to stop it, which would be nice. And it's good. It's good. It is good to see. Okay. So right now, the Stars are hoping they can get a win tonight, and they can get the win, and they can keep and it will help their playoff chances dramatically. Shot from the point. I'm not exactly sure what that was. It was not a very good shot. And who is that? Whoever that is just went off the ice. So hopefully he's not injured. I think it was Jason Robertson, and if it is, here come the Stars, bro. Oh no. I was angry for a second at Ruben Hintz, but then he just went down like that and fell, and that's not good. What happened? See, he's up the ice, right? He gets the stick. He's got a chance here. He gets it with his hand. He has a chance. He just kind of gets stripped up by no one. And then he's going for the puck again, and he gets kind of tackled in the board. Slides in and collides hard with the board. I mean, right there. Oh, he tripped on nothing. He tripped on air. Dang it, man. That could have been such a good opportunity. I don't think they're going to give him a penalty shot or a power play or anything. I don't think. Ooh, that's a hard collision, though. Rope Hintz, though, seems to be okay. 3-1 Predators now. Are you serious? Are you serious, Florida? Are you serious? Good job. Fantastic job, Florida. Ugh. I cannot believe that Florida is going to do the Stars like that. That's terrible. Here come the Stars. Ben slips it back, going for assist number 4 on the day. Jamie Benn is really... I haven't always been a huge fan of Jamie Benn, but Jamie Benn has played well tonight. He's really being unselfish, passing the puck, getting these assists, which is good. Why is the ref on the ground in the goalie crease? Is he, like, putting the ice together or something? Oh, okay. So he's putting the ice together. Upcoming upcoming games on NBC. We got the Capitals and Islanders tomorrow. We got the Blues and the Wild on Wednesday, and we got the Avalanche and we got the Knights on Wednesday. That Avalanche Knights matchup is especially good. That sounds like a really good matchup. Two incredibly talented teams. Two of the best teams in the league. What do these teams also have in common? Two teams defeated by the Stars in the playoffs last year. Also both defeated by the Stars. The clinching game was decided in overtime. Stars beat the Avalanche in Game 7 off of a Joel Kirimanta OT goal. And they beat the Knights in, Game 5 with the Gurianov goal. Here it is. Oh, I thought that was going to be an opportunity right there. Under a minute remaining in the hockey game. Stars looking for a chance to send this game to overtime. Carolina just needs a point to clinch the postseason berth. Knights probably will win the President's Trophy. Probably. They're on pace to do it, but it's a close contender. There's a lot of contenders for it. The Hurricanes chip it in, which means that the Stars may end up having the last opportunity of regulation to score, depending on how they play this. But no, the Hurricanes have gotten it back. The Hurricanes hit. Here come the Stars. 20 seconds remaining. Shot for the point. Stopped by Reimer. And here come the Hurricanes. They got a last chance here. Few seconds remaining. Going in. Move. Ottinger. Puck misses the net. 12 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. Bumped in the middle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And folks, we have overtime. We have overtime tonight. We have overtime in this game. This is an intense game. And so with that, the Carolina Hurricanes have officially clinched the playoffs with the point, and the Dallas Stars. I mean, with Nashville winning right now, they could really use these 2 points, but at least each team will get a point out of this game. The only question is which team will get 2 points and which team will get 1. Here we go. 3-on-3 overtime. Here we go. 12 overtime shootout losses for the Dallas Stars. That's the most in the NHL. Yes, Ethan, we can get the best of both worlds if the Stars win this game. And here the Hurricanes have won the faceoff. Here come the Stars. Early opportunity to win the game. And Rope hints. What's wrong with their skates? That's another trip. This guy can't stay on his feet. So, a costly possession here for the Stars has ended because Rope Hint's skates clearly aren't working properly. He just slipped again, Dad. Here's a shot. Ottinger in front. The puck is sitting in front of Ottinger, and he will not play it because the Stars have the puck. What's going on? Why did they have another chance to win? Oh, big saves. Big plays. So Jordan Stahl, the Hurricanes are playing this very carefully right now. They're coming in. They're saying that it's a bad change by Dallas. Maybe it is a bad change by Dallas. Hints on the ground again. Can Hints control himself? Or would he get pushed down? If he got pushed down...
I think he got tripped on that above.
Tripped? Ooh. If he got tripped, then there should be a penalty, but they're not going to call a penalty because they're rude. And here come the Hurricanes. They are seeming to control play most of the overtime period, and they are going to come back out. They're going to go back out behind the net. They're retreating right now. About 3 minutes to go in overtime. Hurricanes coming into the zone. Aho, very scary. Here they come, taking the shot. Oh, the Hurricanes are being extremely patient, trying to get their shot as they once again retreat out of the zone. Yeah, I don't think he shoved a gun. As the Hurricanes, looks like he fell again. Terrible, Ruben. Terrible. Oh, trying to make another impressive move. Push him. Let's go. Physical play. Physical play. The Hurricanes are just controlling the puck. Right now they're playing extremely conservative. They're getting their changes in. And here they come. And they're retreating again. And now they're coming in. They really want the best shot possible. They have been playing a very, just kind of take the shot and see if it can go in. Strategy. Pushed over. The Stars. It pushes him over. He gets physical. 2-on-1 for the win. He got it. Let's go. Let's go! Jamie Benn! O'Teagle! Have a day, Jamie Benn! 3 assists and a goal. Stars win.
He's like, what do you mean? I canceled the meeting.
Amazing.
I said you declined it.
Amazing.
And we didn't even get a message. I said it's.
But do you want to know what the best part about all of this is? Jason Robertson got the assist on the goal, which means I get fantasy points.
That's why I attended the meeting, and he was like,
I think that's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good thing for me. I'll take it.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll have to do some shit.
That's fantastic. How about the Dallas Stars coming up clutch today, getting the win? Jason Robertson getting me another assist. Jamie Benn, once again, the overtime hero. Yes, did tie the franchise record. I did hear that. Jordan Stahl actually got above negative for me tonight, so that's perfect. And, hey, good. Good for Dallas. Good for the Stars. Needed this win tonight. They get it. Congratulations to the Stars. Great for them. 4 OT winners. Yes, the Stars actually managed to win another overtime game. Jamie Benn, once again, the overtime hero for the Stars. Big win for the Stars tonight. And, yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, so not miss more sports content like this. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
He goes, and how are you doing?